Hello and welcome. Today our objective is to do some video analysis of a skier going over a park jump. Specifically, we're going to be looking at horizontal and vertical movement, so movement in two dimensions. We're going to begin by going to Logger Pro. We're going to insert a movie. We'll find the movie located on our desktop. It's easy as opening it up. I prefer to resize the movie. It will be slightly pixelated in doing so, but easier to see when we connect points. Next, we're going to do a couple functions to program the video analysis software. The first thing we always do is set the scale. This person standing here happens to be 1.76 meters in height. Setting the scale allows the computer to be able to read distances of all the objects that are moving through the screen. Next, we're going to want to set the origin of our Cartesian plane. If you don't know what the buttons over here do, you just let the mouse hover for a bit and it'll describe the function. We choose set origin, and we're going to pick a point on the skier's body that we find it's easy to see in each of the frames as the movie progresses. This happens to be right around the core, right on their waist, between the jacket and their pants. We're going to align the very tip of the mouse pointer in that core area to set the origin. Then we're going to go back over here to add point. Now each time we click, the movie will advance one frame, and each time we click it will record the displacement or the position of the skier, both the vertical and the horizontal position. Again, we're going to try to put the crosshairs right on the core, and as the skier advances, continue to put the crosshairs right on that core location. We're going to continue this until the skier touches back down. We're going to fast forward here. Okay, welcome back here. As you see, every time we click, we actually are filling our data table up with both horizontal and vertical displacements measured in meters. And as we're doing so, the software is also creating a graph, which we'll take a look at next. We're going to continue advancing the film until we see those skis make contact with the ground. We don't want to continue after that. There's the last point, just reach the ground. I'm going to go ahead and take the pointer tool off and just use select point. We can resize the video a little bit smaller now. And as you can see in the background here, we've got a graph representing the red dots represent our position in meters for the horizontal, and the blue represents the position in meters for the vertical displacement. If we've lost our video, we can just resize, bring it back to the front, and so forth. One nice tool is the Analyze Examine. What this allows us to do as we track the mouse along the timeline here on our graph, you'll see that the skier is moving along as well. It's a pretty handy tool to be able to examine point by point and cross-reference with that graph. That's our first installment. Again, our objective was to insert a movie for video analysis and to set the scale, followed by setting an origin, and then finally advancing the frames one at a time by choosing set point. Thanks and good work.